Hey guys, Cody3 here, and welcome to episode 61 of the Real Del. But before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to footcoinemporium.com. They're a cheap, quick, and reliable coin selling website. Also, they still have their big sale going on, and if you use the discount code Cody3, you will get 10% off all your orders. So go check their website out. A link will be in the description below. Anyways, we have come to the end. It is the final ever episode of the Real Del, and there was only one piece missing in our Real Del puzzle, and it was none other than the 97 rated Ronaldo. Look at how beautiful he is. We just have the right amount of coins for him, and that can mean only one thing. That does mean we're gonna have to buy him, and that is what we do. We buy him, and I can't believe I've just spent 3.7 million on one player. That is definitely the most expensive player I've ever bought by a country mile. I think the most expensive player other than that was Ramos in FIFA 13 Ultimate Team. So yeah, our team is finally complete. We can take out our normal Ronaldo, which we did get out of a pack, so I'm really reluctant to sell him on. Because it does have that little first owner badge when you do click in to his card, and I just don't know if I can part with that. But he is worth about 1.2 million coins at the moment, so I may have to part with him because I will need coins in the future for some other things. So yeah, you'll see the stats on him there. We played 30 games with him and ended up scoring 22 goals, which isn't that great, to be honest, with Ronaldo. Some of you guys have suggested to change the team's formation into 4-3-2-1, but it is a little bit too late right now because we are at the end of the series. It is the last episode, and we do have finally a complete team. Obviously, there is one player missing there from this point in time, and it is due to the fact that in this current team of the week, there was 5th inform Isco. A lot of you guys are calling him either 3rd inform or 5th inform if you include his man of the matches. But yeah, he is the 83 rated Real Madrid Isco. And I have decided that I won't be picking him up. I mulled it over and I just thought, you know what, Modric is in the team and I do really enjoy Modric. And you know what, Isco just came that bit too late. Isco came that bit too late. Anyways, I'm just going to leave the team as it is. I think this is the best possible team that I can currently have with Real Madrid in my own mind. And Ronaldo is obviously the big hitter there. So yeah, you'll see his stats there are incredible. 96 pace, 96 shooting, 86 passing, 97 dribbling, 92 heading. Wow, that is just incredible stats. He is such an absolute beast. And there was only one thing that I had to do with Ronaldo, and that was go and play some games. And there was the Premier Liga trophy, I think it is called something like that. Yeah, the Premier League Liga trophy. And I did give it my best shot with my full maxed out Real Madrid team. And to be honest, I did find it a little bit difficult, and I came up against some decent enough teams. And in this first game, this guy has a full Premier League team with some pretty decent players in there like Nani and Jesus Navas, Tarap sitting in just behind Hernandez, and also I think that is Papi Cisse. But he does take the lead from a corner with Shawcross. And I'm not gonna lie guys, in this episode, will someone keep a count and comment down below how many corners I concede in this episode? It would be of massive benefit to me. I counted about 8 or 9 and I lost count. There probably isn't even that much, but there was a lot of corners I did concede. I did end up going back in the lead with Di Maria there. Some nice work from him for once. And yeah, Benzema put me into the lead. A great strike there with his left foot. That put me 3-1 in the lead, and I was through to the second round. And the guy I come up against has a well, it's got Premier League players in there, so that's why he does get the Premier League go ahead, because he does have the 4 players in there. But it is a French/Brazilian hybrid. And yeah, I end up taking the lead here. Good work by Modric, playing out to Ronaldo, and he does eventually grab that all-important first goal. And here we do grab a second through Benzema. Good work there, holding off his defender, and he fires it home. And a quick word, guys, if you guys are looking for some giveaways, there is some giveaways over on the Footcoin Emporium Twitter and Facebook. So I'll leave a link to their Twitter and Facebook down below. Just go over and follow them on Twitter and like them on Facebook. They are having 200k giveaways on one for Xbox, which I think is going to be on Twitter, and one for PS3, which is on Facebook. So I'll leave a link to their Twitter and Facebook down below, so go check them out and like and follow them and do all that stuff if you want to be in with the chance to win their giveaway. Anyways, we do end up winning that, or losing that game. Sorry, that was a bit embarrassing. We lost that game 3-2, so that was our first attempt at the Premier League trophy. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I think I was getting handicapped, and especially, like, look, I was coming up against teams like this who had just, it was an English Premier League team, silver, and it had a Bonghor and Mayuka up front, Cameron Jerome sitting in just behind. It was a complete pacey team. And yeah, this guy was actually pretty good. It took me until the 33rd minute to break him down. A large slice of luck there. The ball was just falling for Benzema. That always usually happens for my opponent, but I did end up taking the lead. And again here, I play it through to Benzema. I round the keeper, get fortunate once again. His player puts in a tackle. I do hold him off, and Benzema puts it into the back of the net. And he's probably been one of the best players, it must be said, in this finalised Real Madrid team. Some of the letdowns would have to be informed Di Maria. He is definitely one of the biggest letdowns in the team. From what I've played with Ronaldo, and a lot of you guys won't like to hear this, 97 rated Ronaldo, I've played, I think to this date, I think I've played like 11 or 12 games between playing online matches and playing some of my friends that were interested in playing. Yeah, it ended up at about 12 games, and he wasn't all that good. He only scored about 2 or 3 goals for me in them games. I just don't think he's all that great. This is one of his very few goals. But yeah, this was actually the second time I played the Premier League trophy, and I did play it with my brother, hence the reason why there's a little blue and a little red little arrows above the players, because my brother wanted to try out 97 Ronaldo, and yeah, he didn't think he was all that great either. He's just, I don't know, like, I can't see much of a difference. Obviously, I haven't played that much games with him. I suppose if I played 20 or 30 games, I probably would have got a better idea of what he was like. But from the 11 or 12 games, which is generally a good amount of games to gauge how good a player is, I don't think there's that much difference between his normal version. And that does disappoint me, because I haven't tried out any of his other informs. He has like a 93 rated, 94, 96 rated. I haven't tried them out, so I didn't know whether they were any good or not, but his 97 rated version definitely isn't worth the price I paid for him. But anyways, in the next game, which we did get through, we come up against a guy who's got a pretty good team, it must be said, and this game was so frustrating. Look at this goal I conceded. That was a through ball. He played that. It was a tackle that turned into a through ball that played Adrian, and he scored. Like, I can't win with this team in the long run, and I think it's because it's either I'm getting very unlucky or I'm getting handicapped or something. But again, once again, I failed at winning the Premier League trophy, and yeah, I said, you know what? I'll give it one more go, right? One more go, and that's it. And then I'm quick selling my whole team. No, I'm not going to quick sell my whole team, but yeah, I'm going to give it one more go. And in the first round, we come against a guy who's got a full Premier League team. Aguero and Balotelli up front. Rooney sitting in just behind. He's got Ashley Young and Ben Arfa wide. David Luiz at centre-back. I hate coming up against him. Anyways, I did open the score and got quite sweaty. Crossed it in. Good ball by Ronaldo. Good header by Benzema. And I did end up going into a 2-0 lead. Look at that. Very unfortunate by my opponent to score that ONG by Jonas Kabul. But look at this, another corner. He scores. He gets up with Fellaini and scores that corner. And I don't know what I could have done, because I was just conceding so many corners in this episode. It was ridiculous. I did manage to go 3-1 in the lead. And he does grab a goal here by Ben Arfa, finessing it into the goals. But in the 90th minute, I did seal the win with Modric. Some nice turning there. And that just goes to show you why I would prefer to have him in the team over someone like Isco, because Modric is just a great player there. And obviously I do need Xabi Alonso in the team, because he's the only defensive midfielder that I could put in that is halfway good. So I did have to put him right there in the centre. And you know, Özil is a great player as well, so I had to include him as well. And Mesut Özil. Anyways, into the second game, and I score a nice goal there by Benzema. And in this third attempt at the Premier League trophy, my brother isn't playing with me. It is just me on my own. Sorry there, I burped a little. But yeah, you'll see here, I was 2-0 up, and he did win a penalty there. And I don't think that was a penalty, I'm not going to lie. And I think I'm coming across as a bit whingy in this episode, so I am sorry if I am. I just have a lot of, I suppose, hard feelings towards this team, because I spent so much coins on it, and it just isn't delivering in the way I thought it would. But this guy does have a full Liverpool team, so it was quite interesting to have a full Real Madrid team, which was pretty much maxed out against the best possible Liverpool team, which it looked like he had, because he did have like team of the season Suarez in there as well. And in the 90th minute, he makes a stupid mistake, passes it out to Modric, who scores. And Modric did actually score quite a few goals in this game, and I am loving playing with him in recent times. And I did win that game 3-2, and we did go into the semi-final where we came up against this guy who once again opted for a Premier League team over a La Liga team. He had Dzeko and Aguero up front. He had Ramirez sitting just behind Gaston Ramirez, and he had quite pacey wingers with Young and Lennon. And again, I did take the lead. It's like deja vu. Benzema scoring in the first 5 minutes with a header from a Ronaldo cross, but he did end up getting straight back into it. Aguero takes the shot. Iker Casillas, who is the worst keeper in the game and is 95 rated, palms it right out to Ramirez, who scores. And again here you'll see he takes a shot. Not much Casillas can do about that, to be fair. Young puts it in the back of the net, and it's 2-1 in the 70th minute. I do grab one back. Di Maria rounding his goalkeeper and putting it into the back of the net. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. In the 81st minute, he did grab a goal by Aguero. Some nice little turning and whatnot there to put it into the back of the net. And it was effectively game over, but he put the last nail into the Real de coffin by scoring that goal there by Aguero to make it 4-2. And we did lose, and that was my last attempt at the Premier League trophy. I was just getting so sick of this team, I couldn't play with it anymore. But there was time for one more game, and that game was a game against Cap Gun Tom, against his Dortmund team. I said I'll give my Real de team one more shot. So there will be a special video out tomorrow of me playing Cap Gun Tom's deploying Dortmund team. So stay tuned for that. That will be out at 11 AM on my channel tomorrow morning. That is GMT time, Ireland or UK or whatever you'd like to call it. But yeah, that is pretty much it. It must be said. Please smash the like button for the last ever episode of the Real de. I hope it was. I hope the series lived up to your expectations and you did enjoy at least some of it, because that was the aim. And if you haven't already, definitely do go subscribe to my channel and all of that stuff. And I think that is pretty much it. I've mentioned everything. If I've missed anything, it will be in the description below. I love all you guys for the continued support throughout this series. It did mean a lot. So yeah, that is pretty much it. If you do want to go buy coins, don't forget to go check out footcoinemporium.com. They are the cheapest site around. And yeah, that is it for me. I will see all you sexy mofos tomorrow. Peace.